With indie games being announced and released by the day, there are many games that you should definitely pick up, and some that you should definitely get a second opinion on. However, there are some indie games that still have not been announced for Switch yet, and here are 7 games that I would like to see and play one day. Number 1. The Council. This is an episodic narrative-driven game, just like The Walking Dead, and it looks like some TV show you would see on HBO or Netflix. The thing about it, though, is that it has RPG elements. You play as this French guy named Louis who moves into a secret society with other famous people like George Washington and Napoleon. What is different about this game is that you can upgrade various abilities for Louis throughout the story so that more dialogue and acting choices open up as the story progresses. It's not a very pretty game by any means, but it's one that I have grown a liking to the more that I played it. It would be great for the Switch for anyone that wants a story on the go. Number 2. Massive Chalice. A strategy RPG by gaming goofball Tim Schafer, Massive Chalice gives you the test of trying to help a kingdom survive an endless plague, while trying to grow multiple families and upgrade your battle equipment in the span of thousands of years. On occasion, you will deploy 5 warriors to face a series of monsters in order for additional rewards like reduced research time or a new warrior. This is like XCOM, but it's different in some respects. I think there are enough strategy RPG games on Switch already, but playing this game makes me wish this was another game I could play on there. Number 3. Grow Up. Not technically an indie game, since this is published by Ubisoft. Grow Up is the sequel to Grow Home, and a game where you are a robot named Bud. Your objective is to explore a planet that you crash-landed on, and you have to find all the parts of your ship to receive upgrades in order to rise higher and higher so that you can leave orbit. It's kind of like Breath of the Wild in the sense that you can climb structures, but the controls are more complicated. Regardless, this is a game that is sure to be a great seller for the Switch if given the opportunity. Number 4. Pit People. From the makers of Castle Crashers and Battle Block Theater, Pit People is a strategy RPG that is just as silly and animated. You have many different classes of warriors, various customization options, and various story mode missions and side quests to explore in the vast open world, which is similar to Pool Panic, another great game on Switch. Unfortunately, the behemoth has been exclusively making games for Xbox consoles for years now, so a release on the Switch does seem very unlikely, but still welcome in my eyes nonetheless. Number 5. Braid. One of the first masterpiece indie games, Braid takes a lot of inspiration from Super Mario Bros. This game combines platforming with puzzle elements to make some mind-bending challenges. You can fast forward, rewind, and pause time to help you clear each stage, and its story is rather a heartwarming one at that. Number 6. Reversi Quest. This is another game on Xbox One that I have bought and enjoyed greatly. You play as a character on a board game and you encounter enemies. You deal with these enemies by playing a special game of Reverse where you have to deplete all of their HP, like an RPG. You can unlock new units, new weapons, and new abilities to use the further you progress through the game. Some people were frustrated that this game costs money on consoles, whereas it's free on mobile devices, but I never thought for a second that this was a rip-off by any means. I like how it looks like an old computer game from the 90s. Number 7. Fez. Oh my god, this game is mind-blowing, and I still have no idea how it was done. It's a 2012 platforming puzzle game. It plays like a 2D game, but you can rotate the camera to different sides to open up more paths of exploration. You use this feature to your advantage to climb up some hectic towers, jump across a variety of platforms, and discover hidden doors and secrets. This is a must-play game, and unfortunately, a sequel was in development but was unceremoniously canned because of pressure from journalists. In 2014, it was reported that Fez was for sale, but we have no knowledge of what happened to the IP since then. Number 8. Armello. Armello is a charming strategy game that combines role-playing gameplay with a card and tabletop board game atmosphere for an experience that Switch owners would truly enjoy. As the leader of one of many different clans, your objective is to fight monsters, take on quests, and challenge other players in order to obtain the bigger picture, becoming the king or queen of Armello. This game is marketed as a multiplayer game, first and foremost, with local or online multiplayer. Ironically, this is the only game that I have not yet played myself, but that's because I'm afraid that if I buy it, then a Switch version will be announced just a few days later. Leave me in the comments below what indie game do you enjoy that has not been announced for Switch.